Hello everyone and welcome to a KHCPL Dungeons & Dragons adventure. I'm Ben Rutz, the Digital Media Coordinator here at the Kokomo-Howard County Public Library, and I run the Digital Den at the main branch. This is Season 2 of our Dungeons & Dragons series, so if you have not seen Season 1, that's okay. You can skip it if you want to just dive right into the new series, or you can go back and watch it on Facebook or on YouTube. It is still available there, but there's not, like, a lot of carryover from the first one, just a couple of characters and some references to the first campaign that will be made in this one. And just like last time, it is the goal of this is to be just a fun story that is based on the summer reading program. So an ocean of possibilities is the theme of the summer reading program, so we've got a fun ocean story ahead of us. So we'll see what the players will be getting into with that. And of course, it is also an educational series as well, to be able to showcase not only the cool things you can do here in the Digital Den, as all of the things that are created in this series were all made in the Digital Den, including all of the miniatures and props, maps, and other things, but also it's a great way for you to be able to get an introduction into the world of Dungeons & Dragons if you've never played before, so I hope you'll follow along with us and have fun enjoying the story. Cool. So we pick up the story. We are currently at a shipping dock over in Baldur's Gate. In this dock, there are tons of different merchant ships coming and going, transporting a variety of different supplies. Katka and Theobald, you guys both approach from different directions, I suppose, but you both kind of bump into each other over on the dock, headed for the same ship.
Watch it, turtle.
I go into my shell.
Oh, I recognize you.
I'm Justin. I am the assistant head of adult and teen services here at the main library. I am playing Katka, an Aarakocra assassin rogue.
My name is Doug Workinger. I'm the assistant director here at the library, and my character is Theobald. He is a turtle, and he is a sorcerer, which is unique among turtles. They don't usually do things like that, sort of unseemly. So he's a sorcerer, which means he has draconian blood somewhere in his lineage.
You're the one. We killed Lionel Witchy.
We did, with some cat dude.
Are you sure that there was a cat
dude.
I think it was just you and me.
No, there was a cat dude.
Yes.
What are you doing in Baldur's Gate?
Trying to avoid the water, because I'm scared of water now after our last adventure with a lake and a shark.
Yeah, it would have been helpful if I could have just flown over that.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like you came to the wrong place if you're avoiding the water.
I know, but...
All right, well.
Conquering your fears.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So you guys, you may have heard that Skittering Zipties, your companion in the last campaign, having regained his songs that were stolen by Lionel Witchy, has now become a famous bardic icon in the world around.
He's on The Voice.
I don't remember. I don't remember any contribution that wasn't yours and mine.
Well,
so
that's not inaccurate.
You guys
Sorry,
approach a ship, and hopping down the stairs and leading to the dock is a Harengun or rabbit folk character with like a captain's sort of hat. Coming up toward you, he goes, Katka, Theobald, it's good to see you. Thank you both for coming. Thank you for coming to help me sail across the sea to be able to take our wares to the other side of the world. This is the 97432, my vessel, also known as the Niner, and this is my first mate, Venna. And out comes a snake woman, Venna.
Hi, my name is Ellen Clark, and I am the Children's Outreach Librarian here at Kokomo-Howard County Public Library. I play Venna, a Yuan-Ti pureblood, also known as a snake person for the D&D campaign.
Who resists every day not to eat the captain.
I mean, that's interesting because I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Yeah, so
Like, I don't know that a bird would eat a turtle too hard, but
But
like
a rabbit.
snake or a rabbit. Okay.
I'm gonna.
this could make for an interesting adventure if we're all.
I mean, we could share the rabbit at some point,
I-
theoretically.
Yeah. So you guys are like chatting about this in
I'm a
front of the
vegan.
rabbit?
I'm a vegan.
Oh, you're
so-
right. So Theobald. He kind of Captain Hopper's the name. He says as he goes up and he places a hand out toward Theobald, and he tries to gesture for a handshake. Nah, nothing. All right. So he he just kind of puts his hands back to his sides there, and he says, "I appreciate you mercenaries coming out to help us. Venna and I, we've been able to cross the seas a time or two, but my voice is changing a bunch with this character. I'm not great at voices, about maintaining the same one, so...
You're doing fine.
Captain Hopper is the name, and he's the man of many voices, apparently.
Okay.
So anyway, he tells you a little bit about the route that he has taken over and over again with Venna. Has never had a lot of trouble in the past, but lately there have been some rumblings about some people having their things stolen off of their ship, as well as just general trouble out at sea. He gestures for each of you to come aboard. Would you guys like to hop aboard the ship?
Well, I don't
Yeah.
hop, but I will go on board the ship reluctantly. So
All right, so he's like, "Welcome aboard the Niner. This be a mighty vessel, although a merchant ship and not one of the navies. Feel free to have a look around."
Yeah, I would like to go below deck.
Okay.
Poke around.
So you come on in. You got your bag of whatever stuff that you've got with you, and you head below deck, and you see all of the different beds that are out and available for the crew of the ship, which is just Venna and Theobald and Hopper, but there are a couple of makeshift beds that
Okay.
are set up for you as well, and there's also a little kitchen area in the below deck section.
So Hopper, what are we transporting here?
Yes. So we are transporting just scrap metals and just a variety of knickknacks that could be used for blacksmiths across the sea.
And where are we headed to?
We are headed to a continent that I should have looked up ahead of time. But whatever is across the sea of swords, that is where we're headed to.
Rutsland?
Yes, Rutsland. Yes.
Okay.
But yeah. So what are the rest of you all doing aboard the ship?
I'm gonna get to know my slithering first mate here because I've never met one of her people before. So.
Okay.
Greetings.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So what is that like?
Just probably something involving some tea.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Are you?
Do you
are
have
a
anything
tea
stronger?
Theobald unfortunately does not. So. Yeah.
To keep
okay.
it kid friendly, caffeine. Caffeinated tea.
All right. So are you still below deck then?
Yeah, I would just kind of see like what was down there. If it's a small ship, is that about the size of the ship?
Yes.
Yeah, it'd probably just take a minute or two. I would go back up onto the deck. I would not stay below deck for very long.
Okay. Yeah, you're a bird person. You don't.
Yeah,
wanna
I
be
don't like
contained in a
don't
cage.
like closed quarters.
Do you
So
enjoy music?
No. I once traveled with somebody who was a musician. No.
Yeah. Did you enjoy his music?
No.
All right, cool. So as you guys are kind of walking around the ship, you notice some general shippy sort of stuff. I mean, pretty much whatever you want to be there. I want for this campaign to be more of like a yes and sort of improvised sort of thing. So if there's something that would normally be on a ship and you want it to be there, it's probably going to be there.
ropes, grappling hooks.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, all that sort of thing. Yeah, cannons. Sure. If you want cannons to be there, cannons will
It's a
be
merchant ship, and I was like, pirate ship.
Yeah.
Laser-
So yeah, if you look really close on the map there are some cannons that are there.
Okay.
But as you guys are touring around the ship, getting to know each other, Captain Hopper is, getting the sails all ready to go, untying the ropes that had connected the ship to the dock, and the Niner is headed off out into the Sea of Swords, out and about. So as the vessel is leaving the dock and you guys are getting further and further away, Theobald, how are you feeling about this choice to join as a mercenary on this ship?
Oh, I'm not comfortable with this at all. No.
Yeah.
I wish I was back at home in the swamp with Honey Pooh Bear. You gotta make a living.
Why didn't you bring Honey Pooh Bear?
Oh, she's nice and comfortable at home.
All right.
All right, so you guys are headed out. I'm going to have everybody make a perception check or investigation if you are better at that one.
What is a skill check? So, in D&D you try to do things, and some things are more difficult than others. And so when you try to do something, the DM often calls for a skill check to see how well you can do it. You have a base score and a modifier, but really the dice sort of answer how well you do something. 16 for me.
Okay.
Oh,
19.
8.
Okay, so Venna, you don't really need to really look around a whole lot. You've been on this ship many times at this point, and so you are feeling quite at home. You don't feel like you really need to explore the area a lot.
Oh, wait, I didn't
But
do my modifier.
Theobald and Katka, both of you are, you are not only looking at the ship, and you, Katka, you notice there is like, what is it called? The center of the ship area where it's like the lookout point. Is that the
Mast.
the mast? Yeah. So you notice like a really high up area that you might find yourself more comfortable
The crow's
as
nest?
being of the skies. The crow's nest. The Katka's nest.
Yes.
Yeah. You kind of notice that. Theobald, you happen to find a telescope that is on board the
interesting.
ship. And you are looking out and about, you're looking out at the sea, and you're kind of feeling not great about your choice to leave land here. As you look around, it's water as far as the eye can see, but as you look off into the distance, you look like you think you see some storm clouds in the direction that you are headed toward.
Oh, okay. I alert.
Yeah, by the way, I didn't include my modifier. I rolled a 13 in that case.
Okay, yeah.
That's still nothing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Darn. All right.
So, storm's brewing. Storm that way.
Thank you.
Hey,
That way.
The usual.
Captain
Right where we're headed.
Captain Hopper overhears you. He's just like, oh, that's so long off. We don't have to worry about it. The seas are indeed quite steady at this point, and who knows, the storm might dissipate as we get closer and closer to that area. But Venna, we've seen a storm or two, haven't we?
I'm not worried.
Not worried at all. No. So you guys are hanging out on the ship. What would you guys like to be doing as you're kind of enjoying the rocking back and forth?
I'd play my dulcimer, but somebody doesn't like music.
Oh, well, is that going to stop you?
Don't let that stop you.
All right.
You have like a hammer dulcimer or something?
Yes, I do.
That
I'm
would be great.
proficient in the
Yeah.
dulcimer.
Okay.
Just
Roll for performance. Tell me how it is.
Oh, gosh. A 1.
All right, excellent. And so,
this is why I don't like music.
So
I'm regretting this
like,
guy.
Captain Hopper is the only one that is somehow enjoying this awful music. I don't know if a dulcimer needs to be tuned, but if it does, it could not be further. And it is just horrid sounding to both of your ears. Maybe making you think back fondly of Zip a little bit of
I just
performances he
picked
would
it up.
play.
How about that?
I would be just probably on top of that mast, just kind of looking out.
You're not like an albatross bird person, are you?
I'm an eagle bird person,
Oh, thank goodness.
but not
Okay.
like I don't have great eyesight, which is kind of.
I seem to recall a book about an albatross in a ship, and it didn't go well.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a poem.
It's true, but yeah.
Let's hope that does not foretold. Or
So
foretell
don't
anything.
kill me, and I think we'll be fine.
There you go.
So you fly up to the crow's nest, and there is another telescope that is up
Okay.
there, allowing for you to be able to see out. As a couple hours pass, you do notice that the storm clouds are getting closer. You're looking up and down around the area of the crow's nest. You see like a place where you can fly a flag, but there is not one that is currently being flown at this time. But it's a merchant ship, and so you don't really think a whole lot of it.
What? You said there's a variety of flags,
No, there's a flagpole where you could fly a flag.
but there's no flags.
There's
up.
no flag there.
Okay.
Yeah. Alrighty, so hours are continuing to pass. At the start of your journey, it was early afternoon, but at this point, it is getting to evening. And the waters are starting to get a little bit rougher as you guys head closer and closer to the stormy area. Theobald and Katka, I'm going to have you guys both make acrobatics checks for me.
All right. 14.
Okay.
Plus 1. 19.
19. Okay, yeah. So both of you guys, this isn't your first rodeo. Katka, you remember your time being on a ship in the last campaign, and Theobald, your time on the bubble board allowed for you to be able to, get your balance all situated. And then, of course, I didn't have Venna roll because she's seen a storm or two at this point, and so you guys don't fall over or anything like
Practicing
that.
the dulcimer stuff.
Yes, yeah. Maybe you've gotten a little better. Maybe you've tuned it at this point. Give me
Maybe,
another
yes, it was out of
performance
tune. I'll use that excuse.
roll. Give me another performance roll. See if it's any better.
9.
Oh, so it's like
It bumped my
is slowly
laptop,
getting to
though.
a place where it's tolerable. It's still not great. So like as you've looked off into the distance, these storm clouds, they have been slowly getting closer at the rate that you've been heading toward them. But all of a sudden, you start to feel like the clouds are moving, and they're moving incredibly quickly toward you. The water starts to get rougher and rougher and rougher. You're starting to feel like you've got to kind of hold on to the ship a little bit to be able to maintain your balance. Captain Hopper, he makes an announcement. He's like, the storm, apparently, it's getting worse and worse. Hold on tight, maybe tie yourselves down. This is gonna get rough. As the rain is just pouring down at this point. And it is getting darker and darker and darker. At this point, even though it is only evening time, it is still feeling like it is like the dead of night because of these storm clouds. Let's see, let's have perception checks from each of you.
19!
Just
Wait, hang on.
a straight roll.
Yeah, perception
24.
checks, yeah. 24.
8.
21.
Okay, great, yeah. So, Theobald, you are really uncomfortable with this. You are just really trying to make sure that you don't fall over with how rough that these seas have really gotten here for you. Continuing, and maybe you pop down into your shell.
I've popped into my shell.
Yeah, you're just really uncomfortable with this. Katka, you look out and you start to see some kind of bubbling out over there in off of the eastern side of the ship, and you're like, what's going on with that?
Which way's east?
Oh, well, just the right side of the ship here.
Okay, so top it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So toward me.
Like how far?
It's fairly close, like about, it's interesting, like these bubbles are continuing to travel at the same rate as the ship, and the bubbling is getting larger and larger. You notify Venna, who has heard of something like this before. You and the captain, Hopper, you're like, prepare yourselves, ready your arms, this could get rough. As a ghostly pirate ship rises from below the surface of the sea and it finds itself up next to the Niner, traveling at the same rate off in the Sea of Swords. How do you guys react to this ship coming up?
I would say I'm.
Oh,
I'm still.
this is getting interesting.
On the mast, I would probably pull out my short bow.
Okay, yeah, so you are still up in the crow's nest area. The short bow is ready. You guys don't quite see any crew members yet. Interestingly, you just see the ship at this point. As you're looking over there, and Captain Hopper is, wide-eyed at this point, but readying his arms, he pulls a long sword and readies a shield as he is standing at the ready on the on the right side of the ship. I'll go ahead and throw him on the map. And so you start to see these lines from the other ship start to jet out toward the Niner. There is a grappling hook that just lands onto onto one side of the ship there, just next to Captain Hopper, and it latches onto the railing. Multiple other ropes are flying out and getting onto the ship there, as you guys see a Minotaur standing on the ship, giving orders left and right as these ropes are coming out toward the ship there. What are you guys doing? I'm going to give you guys each one turn to react to what you think of that you think you should start doing before we start any initiative here.
I am going to use my steady aim feature.
Okay.
Which is a bonus action, but to give myself advantage on my next attack roll. I would like to sit there and really steady my short bow on the Minotaur.
Okay.
It looks like he's in charge.
I would allow for you to attack him if you would like to go ahead and do that this turn.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so that's not what I wanted. I wanted the actions. Okay, so that's a 19. Yeah, 4. So 19, 26.
Okay, yeah, 26 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Is he surprised?
Yes, he is very surprised.
Okay, so that is a critical then.
Well, you also... Oh, wait, what?
I will let you know that. Any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah,
That's,
I said it, so yeah.
It's my assassinate, because I'm an assassin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was very surprised.
Okay,
he did not expect an airstrike as you are.
So that is 2d6. 3, 5, plus 4, 9, plus my sneak attack. So 9 plus 3d6, 66. Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 3, 4, 8, 13, 17, 23 plus 9, 32.
32 points of damage as you nail him right in the neck as he's giving out these orders. Good luck. He just kind of chokes a little bit and stumbles backward as this has really caught him off guard. Theobald, what are you doing?
Theobald will, as a bonus action, pop out of his shell and move up closer to that,
Okay.
right by the captain.
Okay.
Because the captain has a sword, right?
He has his sword drawn.
All right.
He's ready.
All right. I'm ready too. I got my staff.
Okay. And Vanna, what are you doing?
Thinking of casting Ray of Sickness on him. I don't know how many feet away though per square.
So what's the range on Ray of Sickness?
60.
So that's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, you're within range.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to target him.
Okay, Ray of Sickness, what does that do? And what do I need to save, or is it an attack roll?
Let's see. I think it's a Ray of Sickening Greenish Energy lashes out toward a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 poison damage and must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
On a failed save, it is also poisoned until the end of your next turn.
Okay, yeah, so go ahead and make your attack roll.
Dang it. Not good. 10.
A 10 does not hit as he sees this. What does Ray of Sickness look like as it is?
Greenish energy.
So it is coming toward him, and it lands just in front of him. And with these giant snouts, he just breathes out and then dissipates the the green aura that was in the area, and that made him very angry as he rips the arrow that was in his neck out. Captain Hopper swings his sword down and slices through the rope that is just beside him, cutting off the line that the ship was using there. There are still multiple other lines. And he says, "Prepare for battle, everyone! Ready arms and let's fight!" And then I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative.
That is a good one, yeah.
Oh, I rolled a
18.
5.
As you see the Minotaur, pointing out in directions based on the actions that you guys chose before the combat, you happen to see 4 ghouls pop up here on the ship. Okay. Alrighty. I need to roll for them real quick.
Man, it kind of feels like I can just stay up here and none of them can get me.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know what a Minotaur can do.
Alrighty, cool. Venna, you are up first.
Melf's acid arrow.
How are you? Oh, that's immediately what you're gonna do. Melf's acid arrow. You see the arrow fly from above, and you're like, I'll try that.
I'm not playing. Yeah, I'm ending that. All right, please. No. No.
What do we get? Who are you shooting at, by the way?
One of the ghouls.
You're shooting at one of the ghouls, and what'd you get?
2.
You got a 2. Okay, so the Melf's acid arrow it slams into the side of the ship, and not quite getting to your target.
No.
there. But you're getting a little, you're trying. As Hopper said, you guys haven't been through a lot of
The
combat.
rain messed it up.
Yeah,
I'll blame it on the
maybe
rain.
the rain is causing. Yeah. All right. Anything else that you'd like to do with your turn?
No.
Alrighty, the Minotaur, he continues to, give commands to these ghouls as they are pulling on these ropes, and the ship is getting closer to you guys.
How close?
So you guys are about there now at this point. And that is about close enough for the Minotaur, as he's going to take a step back and he's going to charge, and that is going to give him a benefit to his athletics. He is going to jump across and just land on the banister here.
Oh, okay.
And so Captain Hopper, like wide-eyed, seeing this, he readies for defense, but surprisingly, the Minotaur jumps past the Hopper and goes straight for the containers that are on board these crates that you would have noticed that the merchant ship is carrying.
I knew
Oh,
I
no.
should have.
He is
Probably
going
full of summer
to take
reading
his
club
great
prizes.
axe and slam into the top of the crate, and the top just crumbles in on that crate, and that is going to be his turn. The party thought that the pirate ship was here for battle, but it looks like their sights are more set on stealing from the merchant ship. What could be in those crates aboard the Niner? Let us know your guesses in the comments below, and find out for sure in the next episode of a KHCPL Dungeons & Dragons adventure every Tuesday at 6 p.m. on Facebook or on the KHCPL YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.